What a change from yesterday. All that rain yesterday. And nice clear skies today. So the only downside today is just had fun with fighting the wind on the way back. I mean, even though it wasn't that bad, it's just it was pretty much a wind on the way back, and I don't really care for a wind on the way back, but considering today, funny. Reading a message that was sent. But then again, for today, since I'm planning to ride how I did, it's kind of the best option with the wind, and not be fighting it going back this way when I am exhausted, sore, hungry, and I have food with me, but I'm planning on getting lunch with a friend of mine, so figured I would skip the Nature Valley bar, just hydrate. So it's kind of my plan, even though by the time I get to the house I will probably be regretting not having those calories, but I'm good. As soon as I get cleaned up, I'll be on to lunchtime. So and I don't think I would digest the stuff from the Nature Valley bar in that time frame anyway, so it would just kind of be a mental satiation of hunger, and water will do the same. So at about 6 miles to go, 5.5. So with that knocked out, I'm really wondering if I shouldn't order some of those little packs of chamois butter. Like, they're kind of like little condiment packs. Because I kind of wonder if yesterday, after I got soaking wet, didn't wash that off or kind of wash it into my shorts, that if I had those packets, could have just reapplied some chamois butter. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, this stuff washes off in the shower. So, as much rain, sweat, and, you know, the agitation of the shorts moving and stuff like that, kind of feel like, but also it's like, would it have made a difference? Because as soaked as I was yesterday, I feel like it probably would have just not even made a difference. Like, it would have been a constant reapply kind of situation, because my shorts were covered in, you know, were saturated with water, and the shorts were probably just acting like a wet sponge. You know, would have just been constantly washing the chamois butter off, so probably wouldn't have made a difference. But oh well. It was a great day for a bike ride. Despite that little bit of wind earlier. A little bit, humidity is a little bit on the high side because of all the rain yesterday and then the heat. It was a little bit warm, but that's just this time of year. So far, these gloves are doing fine. One time I'm not a fan of them is on the base bar, which is a very small fraction of my ride. But these don't have as much padding in the palm as the Giro gloves I was using. But on the aero bars, they're just fine. So overall, I'm happy with it. I do wish though that they had a better mechanism for pulling them off, because like the other gloves I have, they have little hook sections on the backs of the fingers, which I get that they couldn't really do that. And they do have a little webbing piece in between the middle and index finger, but with these are just fine. You just have to be a little more careful and just kind of pull them off, grabbing the material underneath. I tried pulling it like the other day. When I pulled them off, I kind of heard some stuff popping. I don't notice any damage to the glove, but just need to remember that. Just be a little more cautious when I'm taking these gloves off. But honestly, if they last a year, that's fine with me. If they last, say, 6 months or so, you know, what I'd like to see about a year out of them. That's kind of my schedule of getting rid of gloves anyway, is use them for about a year and toss them. Or if there's an issue with them, or I find something better, then I get rid of them and upgrade, or I change them to a backup pair. Like those last pair of gloves, the yellow ones, or yellow green, whatever. They're sitting at the house as a spare pair. If I can rotate gloves as one pair gets nasty with sweat and whatever else. Then I can wash them, switch to a different pair, and then use, just cycle through the gloves. I do that with most of my riding equipment, except for stuff like shoes. Pushing a bike today. But obviously most stuff I'd swap out each ride, but some stuff is on a weekly. Stuff like, which yesterday my shoes pretty much got washed because they were drenched, and then when I got back to the house I rinsed them out with fresh water, get any kind of crud out of them in the path. And then stuck them outside in the sun to dry. And it worked. We'll go ahead and stop up here. Come on. Not a huge fan of this crossing. It's a very blind crossing. And people will come over from this side of the path, and there's stop signs on this side of the path right before you get to where the two, the car path and this path intersect. So plenty of times people come over there and they're not intending to stop at all. So, and if you're on the path, you can't really see down when you're coming, the opposite direction we're going right now. So it's one of those, you have to be extra careful when you cross that. And that's going either direction. So you're going this way, you have the cars that are coming kind of over your left shoulder. But it's definitely one of those. A couple of the other ones that, you can just kind of slow down a little bit, and you can easily see and hear if there's a car coming. That one's just a blind intersection. But either way, no matter the kind of intersection, it's best to be cautious. It's better to slow down for a minute than to get run over by a car and be off the bike for a long time. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here, and I will chat in the next one. Have a good one.